The National Transport Movement Union says it's got a way to prevent job losses at SAA. Business rescue practitioners, as you heard, they are proposing that the airline's 4,700 employees be retrenched. And joining me now is the president of the National Transport Movement, Mashudu Rapeta. He joins me via Skype. Mashudu, good morning to you. Thank you so much for your time.
Good morning, gentlemen, and good afternoon. Good morning to the viewers out there.
Let's start with the union. You have sat with countless meetings with some of the business rescue practitioners. Here is their proposal to terminate employment contracts. What more do you understand about this proposal? And as a union, how are you responding to it this morning? Do you accept it?
Okay, first and foremost, let me clarify something, that the draft collective agreement that has been circulated to Labour, the unions that are participating with regards to the negotiations of this important Section 189, it's NTM, SAPA, AUSA, SATAO, and the non-unionized employees. The main purpose of ensuring that we negotiate this process is that the document is not a static document, it's a working document. We have packaged the alternatives, which on Monday at 9 o'clock, between 9 o'clock and 11 o'clock, the CCMA commissioners have allowed us to ensure that we speak as one as Labour.
So what other alternative then are you proposing, Mashudu? Because government doesn't have money to see through the business rescue process. It's turning off the tabs. We know now about how it's also rejected that request for a 10 billion rand bailout to see through this business rescue process. How else can the airline be saved? What proposals are you making?
We are proposing that the government offer, the BRPs consider offering 3 weeks a completed day of service voluntary severance packages for those people who want to voluntarily leave. And we are also proposing that the same deal be extended to the people that have reached early retirement. Out of the 2,268 people who are affected, 504 do qualify for early retirement. And we are also proposing that shall I say, those employees that will be affected in terms of Section 197, where we fly to Durban, PE, East London and Cape Town, Section 197 be looked at. We're also proposing that we take over certain services that are being operated at SAA, such as insourcing, pushing wheelchairs, the transport from tarmac and landside. We're also proposing that SAA lease at least 5 buses. Our members have got PDPs, can be able to drive these buses. We're also proposing that our ground staff, collectively with cabin crew, assume the grooming or cleaning of aircraft so that we don't pay a lot of this. And all this combination amounts to 6.5 billion. Now, we are perturbed and surprised that in some media houses, people are reporting that SAA is going to shut down. It is not true. We have been engaging with government for numerous occasions. Government never told us as Labour and the important stakeholders that it's going to shut down SAA and SA Express. What we have heard is that the BRPs on the side of SA Express have filed for liquidation for South African Airways Express. And we are saying government must oppose that application because workers at SA Express, they don't deserve to be used in this because of the act of corruption that happened at SA Express as well.
Yeah, Mashudu, government doesn't have to say that the SAA is going to be shut down. Just look at the evidence that's available before us. The government couldn't pay the 10 billion rand that the business rescue practitioners needed. There's a lot more money that SAA is going to need if it's going to be resuscitated. Government doesn't have that money, and we're dealing with a new reality now of COVID-19. So all the funds that can somehow be gathered are being directed to efforts to mitigate the impact of COVID-19 on our economy and provide some relief to some small businesses that are looking at laying off some staff. So government may not say that, but the evidence and the reality before us tells us that there is no hope for SAA?
Clement, I do not agree with you on that, because the government are the one that have proposed or accepted the option presented by the BRPs. The BRPs proposed option that was going to conserve a lot of jobs, and government opted for that. Government committed to fund the restructuring process, and now we are now repatriating foreign and South African nationals who are also operating in full capacity in terms of cargo, and that is a little revenue that we are getting. So government, indeed, even if the priority has shifted to COVID-19, South African Airways, a huge possibility that South African Airways can revive itself post-COVID-19. Yes, the reality on the table is that the reason why we want to engage and negotiate a better deal with the BRPs on Monday is to unlock the funding. And we believe that a government is a listening government, and I think they are listening in this regard. They will be relaxing their stance of not extending the restructuring funding, provided unions are coming on the table. We want everybody, all the unions, to come on the table, and this is time to put differences aside. Let us ensure that we sit on the table and negotiate a better deal for our members. But it is not true that all members, everybody is going to be retrenched by signing or by concluding an agreement. And no, the notice says it's 2,268, but out of 504 will qualify for early retirement. We may also have voluntary severance packages. We also have vacancies.
Okay, Mashudu, thank you so much for your time. Mashudu Rapeta, the National Transport Union, speaking to us about their response to this proposal by the business rescue practitioners. Thank you so much.